Hey, hello. Okay, let's see, where's playlist? So that way I don't have to keep flicking through them. I just had a bunch of stuff, but this will always my Nintendo. Let's see. You know, why don't I just go to the Nintendo YouTube page? That would have been smart. Not whatever. They are live, currently live with something. I'm wondering what that is. Nintendo E3 2017 Day 1. No. Let's see. Yeah, V5 more. Okay.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 2017. We're back for another year.
Whoops.
Back for another year. We've got a lot of great game content to show you, and a lot of special guests swinging by as well. But to get things kicked off, we're going to take another look at Super Mario Odyssey. Just saw the video in the Spotlight. It's going to be coming out on October 27th, really soon, and we're going to take a look at some gameplay. I'm Sam from the Treehouse, joined by my colleagues from the Treehouse, Rob, and Scott on the end, and we have some very special guests with us for this segment. We've got the game's producer, Koizumi-san, and the game's director, Motokura-san. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
はい、今日来ていただきありがとうございました。
はい、楽しみにしてました。
Really looking forward to it.
So I know folks are probably really excited to get into gameplay, but before we jump in, there were a lot of really cool reveals in that.
地図ってマリオが持ってるその分かりやすさであるとか、可愛らしさであるとか、誰でも分かるような共感というもので、作ってこれも入ってるんですけども、今回は特に旅の驚きっていうことをすごく、盛り込みたいので、驚きというテーマを、体験もそうだし、ビジュアルもそうだし、たくさん詰め込んでます。
But we also want to balance that feeling of surprise with some emotional resonance, giving people something that's familiar, that's attractive, that's really cute from the Mario series, and bounce people back and forth between the familiar and the surprising.
でそれを体験するための新しい
So hype, I can't hold this
プレ
steady.
イシステムを、作りましたので、それは本倉さんに説明してもらいます。
So we've come up with some play systems to get that across as well. So it's not just a look and feel, but a play experience also. And I'd like to turn to Mr. Motokura to explain that.
Alright, hold up.
You don't see.
I am.
Here we go.
First, I'd like to just take a quick look at the Odyssey, for which the
It was a
game
hot
is named.
minute.
It's the ship that Mario uses to travel the world, and it's powered by these power moons, so you keep needing additional thresholds of them to get onto the next kingdom. And
Cool.
just to show off a little bit of the new moves, obviously there's the
Thanks for
hat
putting
you
that.
throw, you can make it stay in
61,
place, which
okay.
is sometimes valuable. It can...
Sorry about that, I'll rewind.
It's the ship that Mario uses to travel the world, and it's powered by these power moons, so you keep needing additional thresholds of them to get onto the next kingdom.
Cool.
And just to show off a little bit of the new moves,
They got
obviously
that-
there's the hat you
Ooh.
throw, you can make it stay in place, which is sometimes valuable. It can grab things for you. There's two kinds of coins, which we'll talk about a little later on.
Actually, there in that little dialogue box, we saw Cappy.
Oh, yeah. Cappy is both the red hat that he's wearing and also in his native form, he's a white top hat. And so one other move that's pretty cool is this circular throw. Knocks away everything. But
I need to give
let's get
me a
down to the city.
switch.
And as you saw in the trailer, so there's the capture mechanic lets you take over things. It also lets you do fairly exotic things like turn into electricity, travel through wires. So how did the capture mechanic come about?
キャプチャーという仕様を作ったきっかけは何かありましたでしょうか。
そうですね、今作はものすごくいろんな試作っていうものを、してから作っています。
So when we were making this game, what we started out doing was making just a huge amount of different gameplay prototypes.
このキャプチャー
There's a bit of lag there. I'm hoping that was the stream and not the game.
And this capture action was just one of those prototypes.
Can you hit that?
み
You
んな
should
でア
totally
イデ
hit
アを
that.
出し合った
Not in
中
a
に
sexy way.
出てきたんですけども、それをそうですね、2、3日ぐらいで作って遊んでみたらものすごく面白かったので、すぐゲームの中心に入れようと思いました。
Weird.
So, it was just one of the ideas that came up, but we worked on it for 2 or 3 days, and it just instantly turned into something that was really fun, and we decided, well, okay, this should just be the center of this game.
I love how much it encourages that exploration and experimentation that I think the Mario games along these lines are so known for when you think about Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine. Here we've got so much stuff that just looks interesting, and you're wondering, okay, what will happen if I throw my cap at it? You never really know what's going to happen, so you want to try everything just to see.
Who was that? I mean, I know it's a checkpoint, but like, it doesn't. Does it do anything?
そうですね。
Aside from
いろんなものにこう
safe,
帽子
kind
を
of?
投げたり、
Well,
試して
no,
も
I
らえ
guess
たら
not. That was cool.
Yeah, I definitely hope my
Sort of.
people, while they're playing this game, they just throw their hat at everything and try all sorts of different things. Whoops.
That
What about the football?
Right now, normally,
Awesome.
if you were following the story path of the game,
10 out of
you
10
talk to Mayor
IGN.
Pauline, who wants you to recruit musicians. There's one there.
Mayor
But we're going to ignore
Pauline?
that right now because there's lots and lots
Really?
of things to do beyond following
Like the lady from the
story.
Donkey Kong games?
Like possess rockets
The
and turn into
original
rockets.
Donkey Kong
With mustaches.
and
Good.
Mario
Actually,
vs.
that's
Donkey
an
Kong.
interesting note there. So you
series.
mentioned Mayor Pauline, and I think our sharp-eyed viewers will have noticed that some of the street signs are references to some Donkey Kong characters. We've got some interesting red girders going on here. I wonder, Koizumi-san and Monokura-san, if you could tell us a little bit more about this city. It's got some interesting backstory.
やっぱりポリン市長がいて、
Darn it. No, go away.
ドンキシティという名前がついてると、なんかもっと何かこの都市について説明していただけますか。
そうです
I
ね
don't speak Japanese.
名前もそうですし、ポリンってドンキーコングのキャラクターで何かのゲームに関係がありそうですけど、今日はちょっと
I still don't speak Japanese.
言えないんですけど、
So certainly you can tell that Pauline is from Donkey Kong, and the name New Donk City probably leads you to a couple of hints, but we can't get into too much of it today.
And I like the shirt you're wearing, by the way.
That is a snazzy
Good choice
shirt.
today.
お楽しみに。
Please look forward to hearing more
That's
about that.
cool. This is kind of lame. I'm just gonna say it.
And this is interesting
But
here
I'm
where we
excited about
see,
that Donkey Kong thing that they're not allowed to mention. That's cool.
We've got these really fun playground elements where
What's
you're
that?
bouncing on things, you're jumping
You've got
on
a
things, you're
moon.
swinging. Can you tell our viewers a little
What?
bit more about how you came up with that kind of play mechanic in the game?
What?
ぶら下がったりして、飛び跳ねたりして、いろんな、環境のものになんか反応させられるんですけど、
That's cool.
どういうふうにそういうなんか遊び場っぽい
I'm not blocking at anything.
を出せるようになんか考え方があり
We'll
ますか？
put this.
まずその
Over
施
here.
策っていうのでものすごくいっぱい遊びを作っています。それをこう配置してステージっていうものを
This is actually not good for comfortable
So
for me.
yeah,
We'll
going back
put
to
it
the
here.
prototyping process I was talking about before, we obviously create lots and lots of different ones, lots of different game ideas.
Ooh.
And then next what we think about is where to place them within the stage.
Ooh.
そこにそのアートであるとか具体的なも
That
のを
lighting mechanic kind of feels to me like
遊
the thingy from
So you know, we
A
put
Link
the
Between
stage, we
Worlds.
like combine it with different art assets, like kind of like real things to see what it might actually look like or work in game, and then try playing it.
そうするとこうもっとこうしたいとかいろんな意見が出てくるのでそれをさらに
This is
そこに
awesome.
上乗せして作っていく。
And anyone who
And then,
thinks
you know,
otherwise
obviously
can go
out of
suck a
that,
duck.
like different things come up, like, oh, maybe we could do this a little bit differently. Maybe this could actually work like this instead, and then we can kind of add that to it, and the process just continues from there.
なので先ほどちょっと出たタクシーなんかを
I wonder
ジ
if
ャ
you
ン
take
プさ
fall
せるの
damage.
もスーパーマリオサンシャインでも
Donkey Kong, I think, is the only game Mario's been in where you take fall damage. Excluding the mini games because you're playing as robots. So
That's something that was sort of in.
But let's see,
Sunshine at the time, so
the minis,
in that we were also getting
like
hints
Mario
of
vs.
past
Donkey Kong
games.
games, you're playing as robots, not like
Can I
the
quickly
Mario
interject
Party stuff.
that, so as I mentioned, the goal right now is to recruit these musicians. When I was first playing this game for a feedback report for the development team, I could not figure out how to get to this guy on the top of this building. You can just barely see him. He's a speck right now in that triangular building. And the
Ooh.
way I eventually found to do it was to take a really long fall. And that worked.
I feel
And
bad for his knees.
a bit to my surprise. And I was, well,
So, fall
when
damage is
you,
a
when you saw
no.
that report from me, what was that a problem to be solved? Was that a cool thing? What was that?
でこのよはNCR の報告書を書いていった時に、こういう風にトランペットの
Okay, so did he do like that roll dash jump or did he just jump?
それ見てちょっと困っていたんでしょうか。
はい、
Oh, hey, I'm
そ
blocking
れは
off the
読ん
interview.
だんですけれど
We'll
も
just put this up
読
here.
んだんですけれども今日ここでプレイするとは思わなかったです
Yeah, I did read that. I didn't know
So,
you were gonna
judging
be
by
playing
this
that
thingy
right
over
now.
here, they're gonna be doing like Mario
I also know the real way.
64,
Or another way.
kinda.
本当のやり方も分かってます。
でも自分でこういろんなプレイの仕方を探してもらえたらと思うんですけどもそ それもスーパーマリオ64やスーパーマリオサンシャインから続くものだと思います。
But you found your own way to play it, and letting users play around with the game and find their own ways of doing things. That's something that goes way back in 3D Mario, Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine as well.
So this is actually one of the two kingdoms that's going to be playable on the show floor. The show floor, of course, isn't open yet, so we don't have folks playing the game at this moment, but I'm really looking forward to talking to folks after they've played it, because I think there's so many different ways to problem solve and find the moons in the
Cranky Avenue.
I'm not even sure if folks will find everything over the course of the show, but it's going to be interesting to find out how different people approached completing some of these objectives.
But the game encourages so much experimentation because you aren't kicked out of the level every time you find a moon. There is no reason not to investigate every little thing you can see that might be interesting. There's no time limit. There's no disincentive.
That's the only thing I hated about 64 is being kicked out of the level each time.
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah, it is a very
So that's gonna
interesting
suck.
change that adds, I think, to the immersion in the kingdom.
Ooh, is he gonna turn into a Bullet Bill again?
Super Mario 64, Super Mario
No.
Sunshine. Whenever you got
No? Okay.
whatever the collectible objective was, depending on the game you were playing,
Yes!
you'd get bumped out of the area and you'd have to come back in. But here, since you're not going to get booted out of the kingdom when you collect a Power Moon, there's a lot of encouragement to just go check out
Oh, wait, you're
everything
not?
you saw on the horizon, because you can
I
still
thought they just said
continue
that.
with whatever
Whatever. But,
no.
well, I can imagine you're getting kicked out of the level if you die too many times.
Tracking and finding moves.
Another way
You
to
lose
explore
coins?
everything
That's
is
cool.
that there's very little punishment for dying. I just lost 10 coins, and there's lots.
I don't know if you guys can hear me, so I'm just gonna pause it anytime I need to talk. But that's cool. Losing coins. Now they have an incentive to stay alive. Aside from lives. But do they have lives anymore? And ow! The thingy in my mouth is cutting up my tongue. Ah. Ouch.
So, and I get to try again right away. It's also worth mentioning that the bullet bills here are coming out with visors on, so they cannot be captured until you knock their hats off. Because
Oh.
an enemy with a hat is the scariest thing in this game.
Fashion is very important in this game. You gotta be conscious of your headwear.
Well, apparently this is not my day for this challenge.
That's right, third time's a charm, right?
Yeah. And if at first you don't succeed, give up on the third attempt.
I'm just looking at the space where we saw other sections of New Dog City. I'm looking here. I'm just so
Sorry, I thought
impressed
if I
with the
tapped this,
texture
something
work.
would
I feel
happen.
like every time I see
It's
them
not.
build this game, more and more of these textures.
Is this supposed to be like a reference to Donkey Kong here?
It's really fun to see.
Like you're climbing up stuff and you're on these girders
It
and...
is a gorgeous game.
I mean, I don't think they had cannons firing at you. But hey, you gotta be MLG somehow.
Highlights some especially pretty areas.
Oh, you got this. And oh,
I hope it doesn't die at the last minute. I wanted to see more of this.
yes.
Oh, okay.
One thing that we haven't mentioned yet that we probably should talk a little bit about is the fact that you're playing with Joy-Con with the wrist straps attached.
Yes.
And that's a really fantastic.
Alright, obviously I
way
want you guys to watch some of
more
this
support
yourself,
from
so...
controller and other-
We're just gonna... Alright, welcome back. Welcome back to the world of the living.
The locals here too.
Yeah, I think he's distracted by the local dancing around, but I think if he's by himself, then he really shivers.
Oh, poor Mario.
So let's see here. One thing I did want to show off is
Red Hood is in
So as we mentioned, there's two kinds of
Injustice.
points
Let's
in this
talk
game.
about that. No.
And I believe the first time in the
No.
mainline Mario series, you can actually buy things
Sub-Zero's
with
gonna be in that
coins.
game, but this
And
isn't
I wanted
about
to
that.
ask the developers how that came up.
This isn't about that.
Currency should be worth its currency.
なんでコインで買い物できるようにしたいと思ったんでしょうか。
はい今回はコインを本当にお金として扱おうと思いました。
So we wanted, coins to be used as coins in this game. Actually, use them as money.
外国に行った時にその国のお金ってすごいなんか印象に残ってないですか？
And I think you'll,
とか思ったりします。
you kind of look at it and you think, wait, is this real? Can I use this?
今回はマリオもいろんな国を旅しますので、その国その国のコインというものを用意しています。
And since Mario is going around to all these different kingdoms in this game, we wanted to make sure that there was a currency for each one.
要素はコレクトするコインの要素になっていますので、集めたものでコスチュームを変えたり、お土産を買うことができます。
And they're collectible items, so you can use them to buy different outfits or buy souvenirs.
お土産
Yeah.
買うの楽しいです。
Yeah, and it's always fun to buy souvenirs, right?
Alright, you guys are gonna have to watch this yourself. And we're back.
Try that door again. So my capabilities are the
And we're
same.
gone.
I still have it's this time.
Music time.
I love all these little moments of surprise where you never really know what's going to happen
Yeah.
when you
Why did
get
I want to
into
get
these
in this room?
spaces.
I don't know. I wanted to get in this room so I could play a guitar.
You want to get in because it's locked.
Yeah, exactly.
How much time do I got left on the recording? 48 minutes? Dang.
So then we're going to move on to some more traditional 3D Mario gameplay over this direction.
Now that you are terribly well dressed, it's time to go do some exploring.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's just do a big one for that.
And
Counts.
That's, I guess, something folks are probably noticing here. So you're not capturing those Goomba. It's not every single enemy that's capturable.
That's true.
You've got to find the special ones.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's having a good eye and just experimenting a lot with the cap.
I think they're a shade bigger, the ones you can capture, but I'm not positive of that. So bullet bills, of course, are useful because you can fly with them. And now I've got to very quickly capture my ride back.
And with bullet bills, you can only capture them for a limited amount of time because at some point they're just going to blow up.
Yeah.
So you have to be a little mindful of what you're doing.
Yeah, you
When
only
you've
get
got
so
a
much
bullet
time
bill.
with the explosive guys. Alright, and then almost to one of my favorite bits in this level.
Oh yeah, the next bit you're coming up to just
Yeah.
blew my mind the first time I saw it.
So this place has these murals. That
Ooh, it's
look
the 8-bit
decorated
stuff.
in This cool old school aesthetic, and I'm just gonna go right on in. And I've still got my costume.
So,
What?
Santa Monica, I think we definitely need to hear a little bit more background about
America.
why you added this into the game because
Or in
it's
this
so
instance,
cool, but it's so unexpected.
Mexico. I have alarms up the wazoo, I'm sorry. I do have to do that Pokemon streak in a minute. Not gonna be in this video.
3D の部分は気持ちよく
Aw,
探索できるよ
I
う
was
に
hoping there was much more of that 8-bit stuff. That's cool.
So we wanted to make something that would be, sort of a contrast with the 3D stages that you're able to explore very freely in.
So they got a mix of 2D and
2D の部
3D.
分はもう少し
Not that the 2D is gonna come in just enough to
The
justifiably
2D
purchase the
2D
game
spaces are
just for
kind of
that,
more
but
confined. They're more precise. It's more like kind of sort of traditional platforming elements.
同じステージの中でもそういった違った遊びっていうのを入れた
this is cool.
But also within the 2D stages, as you can see, we wanted to have a lot of different variety.
もちろんこう昔からのゲームが好きな人にも楽しんでもらえる
What happens if he gets hit?
And of course, with the visuals, we're hoping it's something the people who enjoyed kind of those classic nostalgic games also.
Okay,
can
I
check
figured
as
it out.
well.
I figured it out.
So one thing I'd love to show off when we're getting out toward the end of this space is just how much the music changes when we're transitioning back and forth. Because I know we've been chatting, maybe it's hard
I need
for
to play
people
this game.
hear what's been going on
I need
here.
to play
But
it.
if we just pop in and out of that warp pipe, it's a pretty impressive transition when the music changes.
Boy.
But there's no warp pipe up here.
Just start jump off. No.
Yeah.
No,
But you
don't
can
go.
now see that it's more of a naturalistic instrument. So I'm going to skip ahead and show off the last part of this.
Sounds like a jump.
Come in.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning too that we're only covering a tiny bit of what is in this
What do we got
game.
left?
There's so
20
much
minutes,
more to
58
explore.
seconds.
It's just a ridiculous amount. All right, so here we are. This is much later in the
23
level.
minutes.
I've still got my snappy outfit though. And watch these bullet bills transition out of the 2D.
That's awesome.
I'm going to use one to break open this wall.
That's awesomer.
Something that's really handy about the bullet bills as a capture target that you'll see here. When you're trying to target for really precision flying, it's got a little bit of a headlamp.
Ah,
No,
I'm doomed.
that's okay. But it's got a little bit of a headlamp, so you can kind of use
See
that
where
to
you're
line
pointing,
yourself
yeah.
up.
It's super handy.
That's okay, because we get to see this cute little 2D to 3D transition
I
again
love
with the
that.
bills.
It's so cool. All right.
All right, you got this.
I'm just in awe right now.
All right, here we go.
I'm just in awe.
And with the bullet bills, you can also give yourself little speed bursts as well. Shaking the Joy-Con will let you go a little bit further. So it's worth experimenting once you get a feel for the timing of how long a bullet bill will last.
It's kind of like driving a car that doesn't have any brake pedal. You can go faster, you can steer, but that's all you can do.
That's a deadly car.
All right, so up here we're about to confront one of the Brutals, and folks may have seen them in our original teaser trailer for this game. They are
クッパの結婚式を成功させようとしています。
Let's see what happens
So
here.
they've, you know, as you kind
I'm
of
just
said,
in awe.
they've been employed by
I can't-
Bowser.
whoa.
They're in charge of making sure his wedding goes off without
Like
any
I can't handle myself.
きっちりする。
I'm.
They're very
It
serious
sounds like I'm
about
being
their work.
sarcastic, but I'm not.
their
No
work ethic is
sarcasm.
admirable.
My internet is lagging, and you can probably see that on the
真ん中にいる
cam.
ちょっと背の低い同じような帽子をかぶったような
But
キャラクター
hope
が
the
いるん
game,
ですけ
the
ど
actual
も
footage and
それが
lighting.
リーダーなので僕はそのトッパー
All right, let's see.
キャラクターが
Continue with this. I'm like not even
And,
being
you know, my
sarcastic. I'm
favorite
super
is,
like super excited.
Hopper, the kind of shorter one who has that
Mario's never or hasn't innovated in a while, and this is like a completely new game.
yeah, Hopper.
How about you, Kozumi-san? Do you have a
What is
favorite?
that? It's a Bam.
そうです
It's a Bambi.
ちょうど今出てる
Don't get hit by the
ハリエット
Bams.
っていうその可愛いウサギさんの、
Oh no.
キャラクターなんですけど、なんか可愛い香りしてるのに結構凶暴なんで、そのコントラストがすごい面白いなと思って。
This is really good timing because the character I like the most is the one you're fighting right now, Harriet.
ああ、かわいそう。
Sorry, Harriet.
Now she'll be back. All right, so that's a grand moon worth 3 power moons.
And there we see Cappy in his natural state as
Yep,
well.
there he is, celebrating with Mario.
What's that? What is that?
Nice.
I don't know exactly what it is, but oh, Grand Moon.
All
That's
right,
cool.
so that's what we have for gameplay for right now. But we
Yeah,
did
we're
have one
catching
more
two
little
chats.
feature, I believe.
Yes, we've got some new goodies that have turned up here on stage with us. So these are the amiibo for the game. We've got
What?
Princess
What?
Peach, Bowser, and Mario in their wedding
What?
outfits. And I
What?
just need to ask you guys about the development process for these because the detail of the sculpting is incredible. It must have been a very interesting process getting these to the state they're in here.
このミバはすごいなんか細かい作り方になってるようですので、それについてちょっと説明していただけますか。
ヒロインであるピーチ姫をより可愛く魅力的に作っています。
So first of all, you know, we've got our heroine Peach, and we wanted to make sure that she just looked, you know, absolutely stunning.
あとクッパとマリオもそのお相手であることに十分なビジュアルとしてデザインしています。
And you know, then from there, you know, we have Mario and Bowser as well. And we had to make sure that, you know, in terms of visuals, they weren't going to lose out. They got to keep up. Yeah, they got to keep up. Yeah.
あとこのポージングっていうのも今回のテーマに合わせて
where is his
物語
mouth
性を持たせているのが特徴になっています。
And you know, another characteristic of these is that the posing is very kind of directly linked with the story and you know what's going to be happening in the game.
Yeah, Mario's got kind of a